Question 1. What is the correct action when you see a no turn on red sign at an intersection? A. Proceed with caution. B. Wait for the green light to make a turn. C. Make a quick turn if no traffic is coming. Answer B. Wait for the green light to make a turn. When you see a no turn on red sign, you must wait until the light turns green to proceed. Question 2. Under what circumstances can you legally cross a double solid yellow line on the road? A. When passing slow-moving traffic. B. To make a left turn into a driveway or street. C. It's never legal to cross. Answer B. To make a left turn into a driveway or street. Double solid yellow lines may be crossed only to make a left turn into a driveway, business, or another street. Question 3. What are the consequences for not stopping at a school bus with its stop sign extended and red lights flashing in California? A. A warning and a fine. B. Mandatory community service. C. A significant fine and possible license suspension. Answer C. A significant fine and possible license suspension. Not stopping for a school bus with its stop sign extended and red lights flashing can result in a hefty fine and potentially license suspension. Question 4. In what situations are you required to yield to a public transit bus in California? A. Only in designated bus lanes. B. When the bus is re-entering traffic from a bus stop. C. At all times, regardless of the situation. Answer B. When the bus is re-entering traffic from a bus stop. Drivers are required to yield to public transit buses when they are signaling to merge back into traffic from a bus stop. Question 5. What does a no parking sign indicate, and what are the exceptions, if any? A. No stopping or standing any time. B. Parking is restricted to certain times or days. C. You can stop temporarily for loading or unloading. Answer A. No stopping or standing any time. A no parking sign typically indicates that stopping or standing is not allowed at any time, except for certain exemptions like active loading or unloading. Question 6. How should a driver respond to an end of divided highway sign? A. Increase speed. B. Prepare for a two-way traffic road ahead. C. Stop and yield before merging. Answer B. Prepare for a two-way traffic road ahead. The end of divided highway sign indicates that the road will no longer be divided, and drivers should prepare for two-way traffic. Question 7. What are the legal implications of driving in a bike lane in California? A. Allowed only when turning right. B. Prohibited at all times. C. Permitted for passing other vehicles. Answer A. Allowed only when turning right. In California, drivers may enter a bike lane only when turning right within 200 feet of an intersection or driveway. Question 8. How does California law regulate the use of high-occupancy vehicle (HOV) lanes? A. Open to all vehicles during off-peak hours. B. Restricted to vehicles with a minimum number of occupants. C. Only for use by electric vehicles. Answer B. Restricted to vehicles with a minimum number of occupants. HOV lanes are reserved for vehicles with a certain minimum number of occupants, typically 2 or more. Question 9. What is the correct procedure for driving through a flooded area sign? A. Accelerate to cross quickly. B. Turn around and find an alternate route. C. Proceed slowly and carefully. Answer B. Turn around and find an alternate route. When encountering a flooded area sign, it's safest to turn around and find another way rather than attempting to cross. Question 10. What should a driver do upon encountering a bike route sign? A. Yield to all bicycles. B. Increase speed to pass cyclists quickly. C. Be alert and share the road with cyclists. Answer C. Be alert and share the road with cyclists. A bike route sign indicates a shared roadway with increased bicycle traffic, so drivers should be cautious and coexist safely with cyclists. Question 11. How do you proceed if you encounter a funeral procession on the road? A. Join the procession for a faster route. B. Yield and do not interrupt the procession. C. Overtake the procession quickly and safely. Answer. B. Yield and do not interrupt the procession. When encountering a funeral procession, it is respectful and often legally required to yield and not interrupt or join the procession. Question 12. What is the recommended action if your vehicle's engine overheats while driving? A. Keep driving to the nearest mechanic. B. Pull over safely and turn off the engine. C. Turn on the heater to cool the engine. Answer. B. Pull over safely and turn off the engine. If your vehicle's engine overheats, it's advisable to pull over safely, turn off the engine, and wait for it to cool down before checking for issues. Question 13. In California, what are the rules for using a handheld mobile device while driving? A. Only hands-free use is allowed. B. Handheld use is permitted at stoplights. C. Any use is prohibited. Answer. A. Only hands-free use is allowed. In California, drivers are only allowed to use mobile devices in a hands-free manner while driving. Question 14. How should a driver handle a situation where an emergency vehicle is stopped on the side of the road with its lights flashing? A. Maintain speed and pass carefully. B. Move over a lane if safe or slow down. C. Stop and wait behind the emergency vehicle. Answer. B. Move over a lane if safe or slow down. When passing a stopped emergency vehicle with flashing lights, move over a lane if safe to do so or slow down. Question 15. What are the guidelines for driving in a two-way left turn lane in California? A. Used for passing slower vehicles. B. Only for left turns by vehicles traveling in either direction. C. Can be used as a regular driving lane. Answer. B. Only for left turns by vehicles traveling in either direction. A two-way left turn lane is reserved for vehicles making left turns from either direction. Question 16. How should you react when approaching an unmarked railroad crossing? A. Speed up to cross quickly. B. Proceed without stopping. C. Slow down, look, and listen for trains. Answer. C. Slow down, look, and listen for trains. At unmarked railroad crossings, it's important to slow down and check for approaching trains before crossing. Question 17. What steps should you take if you're involved in a hit-and-run incident in California? A. Follow the fleeing driver. B. Stop, call the police, and report the incident. C. Leave the scene if there are no serious injuries. Answer. B. Stop, call the police, and report the incident. In a hit-and-run situation, you should stop safely, call the police, and report the incident. Question 18. What is the importance of the 3-second rule in maintaining a safe following distance? A. It ensures adequate stopping distance. B. It's only a suggestion, not a rule. C. It applies only in bad weather. Answer. A. It ensures adequate stopping distance. The 3-second rule helps maintain a safe following distance, providing enough time to react and stop if necessary. Question 19. When is it legally required to use headlights during the day in California? A. Whenever the vehicle is in motion. B. Only in heavy rain or fog. C. In any adverse weather conditions. Answer. C. In any adverse weather conditions. In California, headlights must be used during the day when visibility is reduced due to adverse weather conditions. Question 20. How should you approach a D intersection without traffic control devices? A. Yield to traffic on the through road. B. Proceed without stopping. C. The vehicle on the through road must yield. Answer: A. Yield to traffic on the through road. At a T intersection without signs or signals, drivers must yield to vehicles on the through road. Question 21. In what situation is it legal to overtake and pass another vehicle on the right? A. When the vehicle in front is making a left turn. B. On a one-way street. C. When driving on a multi-lane road. Answer: A. When the vehicle in front is making a left turn. It's legal to pass on the right if the vehicle ahead is making a left turn and there's sufficient room to pass safely. Question 22. What actions should you take if approaching an intersection where the traffic lights are not working? A. Proceed with caution. B. Treat it as a four-way stop. C. Wait for the lights to be repaired. Answer: B. Treat it as a four-way stop. If traffic lights at an intersection aren't working, treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Question 23. How should a driver respond when encountering a tow away zone sign? A. Park for a limited time only. B. Avoid parking entirely. C. Park without any restrictions. Answer: B. Avoid parking entirely. A tow away zone sign indicates that parking is not allowed and vehicles may be towed. Question 24. What is the appropriate response to a yield sign in California? A. Slow down and proceed without stopping. B. Stop and wait for a clear path. C. Speed up to merge with traffic. Answer: B. Stop and wait for a clear path. At a yield sign, drivers should stop and only proceed when they can do so safely. Question 25. Under what conditions are you allowed to drive in the center left turn lane? A. For overtaking slow-moving vehicles. B. For making left turns or U-turns when safe. C. As a regular driving lane during heavy traffic. Answer: B. For making left turns or U-turns when safe. The center left turn lane is primarily for making left turns or U-turns when it's safe and permitted. Question 26. What should you do if your accelerator gets stuck while you're driving? A. Pump the brakes and try to pull over. B. Shift to neutral and signal for help. C. Turn off the engine immediately. Answer: B. Shift to neutral and signal for help. If your accelerator sticks, shift to neutral, signal, and safely maneuver your vehicle to the side of the road. Question 27. How do you identify a blind intersection, and what are the rules for navigating through it? A. Identified by a sign. Yield to oncoming traffic. B. No special rules. Proceed with caution. C. Identified by a lack of visibility. Stop and then proceed when safe. Answer: C. Identified by a lack of visibility. Stop and then proceed when safe. A blind intersection is one with obstructed views, and drivers should stop and then proceed when it's safe. Question 28. What is the protocol for sharing the road with a streetcar or trolley? A. Always pass them on the right. B. Yield the right-of-way to streetcars. C. Streetcars always yield to vehicles. Answer: B. Yield the right-of-way to streetcars. When sharing the road with streetcars or trolleys, drivers should yield the right-of-way to them. Question 29. What steps should you take if you encounter a road work ahead sign? A. Maintain your speed and stay alert. B. Slow down, watch for workers and machinery. C. Take an immediate detour. Answer: B. Slow down, watch for workers and machinery. Upon seeing a road work ahead sign, slow down and be vigilant for workers and equipment. Question 30. How should you react when driving in a lane that is ending and you must merge with traffic? A. Accelerate and merge quickly. B. Stop and wait for an opening. C. Slow down and merge safely when possible. Answer: C. Slow down and merge safely when possible, When your lane is ending, reduce your speed and merge into the adjacent lane when it is safe to do so. Question 31. What are the specific rules for making a U-turn in a residential district in California? A. U-turns are always allowed in residential areas. B. Only allowed if no vehicles are present within 200 feet. C. Allowed unless a sign prohibits it. Answer: C. Allowed unless a sign prohibits it. In residential areas, U-turns are generally allowed unless there's a sign indicating otherwise. Question 32. What is the legal requirement when approaching a crosswalk with pedestrians waiting to cross? A. Slow down but continue driving. B. Stop and let the pedestrians cross. C. Pedestrians must wait for vehicles to pass. Answer: B. Stop and let the pedestrians cross. Drivers must stop at crosswalks and allow pedestrians to cross safely. Question 33. How do you proceed when you see a slippery when wet sign during rainy conditions? A. Increase your speed to maintain traction. B. Continue at the same speed. C. Slow down and increase following distance. Answer: C. Slow down and increase following distance. In slippery conditions, it's important to reduce speed and increase the distance between you and the vehicle in front. Question 34. What are the rules for using your car horn in urban areas in California? A. Use liberally to alert other drivers. B. Only as a warning to prevent collisions. C. Not allowed except in emergencies. Answer: B. Only as a warning to prevent collisions. The car horn should be used sparingly and only to prevent accidents or collisions. Question 35. How should you respond to a reduced speed ahead sign? A. Slow down to the new speed limit. B. Maintain your current speed. C. Accelerate before the speed limit changes. Answer: A. Slow down to the new speed limit. A reduced speed ahead sign indicates that a lower speed limit is coming up, and drivers should begin to slow down accordingly. Question 36. What is the correct way to navigate a roundabout or traffic circle in California? A. Enter without yielding and exit at any point. B. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout, then enter. C. Always turn right to enter the roundabout. Answer: B. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout, then enter. When approaching a roundabout, yield to traffic already circulating, then enter when safe. Question 37. When is it mandatory to stop for a school bus on a divided highway? A. Always, regardless of the direction of travel. B. Only if you're on the same side as the bus. C. Never, as the highway is divided. Answer: B. Only if you're on the same side as the bus. On a divided highway, you must stop for a school bus only if you're traveling on the same side of the road. Question 38. How do you handle a situation where your vehicle starts to skid on ice? A. Steer in the direction of the skid. B. Apply brakes and steer straight. C. Steer in the direction you want to go and ease off the gas. Answer: C. Steer in the direction you want to go and ease off the gas. In a skid on ice, steer gently in the direction you want to go and avoid abrupt braking. Question 39. What does a no engine brake sign mean, and how does it apply to regular passenger vehicles? A. Prohibits the use of all brakes. B. Only applies to commercial vehicles. C. Means engine braking is recommended. Answer: B. Only applies to commercial vehicles. No engine brake signs are typically aimed at commercial vehicles using loud engine braking systems and do not apply to regular passenger vehicles. Question 40. What are the legal requirements for yielding to emergency vehicles on a multi-lane highway? A. Move to the right lane and stop. B. Slow down but keep your lane. C. Move over a lane if safe or slow down. Answer: C. Move over a lane if safe or slow down. On a multi-lane highway, move over a lane if safe to allow emergency vehicles to pass, or slow down if moving over isn't possible. Question 41. What should a driver do immediately after driving through a deep puddle? A. Test the brakes gently. B. Accelerate to dry the tires. C. Stop and check for water damage. Answer. A. Test the brakes gently. After driving through a deep puddle, it's wise to gently test your brakes to ensure they're functioning properly. Question 42. How do you respond to a merge sign on the highway? A. Increase speed and merge aggressively. B. Slow down and wait for a gap in traffic. C. Adjust your speed to safely merge with traffic. Answer. C. Adjust your speed to safely merge with traffic. When encountering a merge sign, adjust your speed to find a safe gap in traffic for merging. Question 43. What is the correct action when encountering a right lane end sign? A. Continue in the right lane until it ends. B. Prepare to merge left safely. C. Stop and wait for a gap in the left lane. Answer. B. Prepare to merge left safely. When you see a right lane end sign, prepare to merge safely into the left lane. Question 44. What are the legal requirements when making a right turn on a red light in California? A. Turn without stopping if the way is clear. B. Come to a complete stop, then turn if safe. C. Right turns on red are not allowed. Answer. B. Come to a complete stop, then turn if safe. In California, you may turn right on red after stopping and ensuring the way is safe and clear. Question 45. How should drivers adjust their driving in response to a falling rocks area sign? A. Ignore the sign as it's just a caution. B. Proceed with increased speed. C. Drive cautiously and watch for debris. Answer. C. Drive cautiously and watch for debris. In areas with falling rock signs, drivers should be extra cautious and alert for potential falling debris. Question 46. What does a divided highway end sign indicate, and how should a driver prepare? A. Prepare for an upcoming stop sign. B. The road will merge into two-way traffic. C. Increase speed for highway merging. Answer. B. The road will merge into two-way traffic. A divided highway end sign means the road will soon merge into a two-way traffic pattern. Question 47. What are the rules for passing a school bus on a two-lane road with no median? A. Pass only if the bus is moving. B. Never pass a stopped school bus with flashing lights. C. Pass with caution. Answer. B. Never pass a stopped school bus with flashing lights. It's illegal to pass a stopped school bus with flashing red lights on a two-lane road. Question 48. How should you proceed when approaching an intersection with a flashing red light? A. Treat it as a stop sign. B. Proceed with caution. C. Treat it as a yield sign. Answer. A. Treat it as a stop sign. A flashing red light at an intersection should be treated the same as a stop sign. Question 49. Under what conditions is it permissible to pass a vehicle on the right? A. On any multi-lane road. B. When the vehicle in front is turning left and there's enough room. C. Passing on the right is never allowed. Answer. B. When the vehicle in front is turning left and there's enough room. You may pass on the right if the vehicle you're passing is turning left and there's enough room to do so safely. Question 50. What actions should be taken when approaching a crosswalk where a blind person is waiting to cross? A. Continue driving as usual. B. Honk to alert the person. C. Stop and yield until the person has crossed. Answer. C. Stop and yield until the person has crossed. Always stop and yield to a blind person waiting to cross at a crosswalk. Question 51. What is the appropriate way to react to an approaching emergency vehicle while you are in an intersection? A. Proceed through the intersection, then pull over. B. Stop in the intersection until the vehicle passes. C. Pull over to the right in the intersection. Answer: A. Proceed through the intersection, then pull over. If you're in an intersection and an emergency vehicle is approaching, clear the intersection and then safely pull over. Question 52. What should drivers do upon encountering a soft shoulder sign? A. Avoid pulling off the road. B. Increase speed to avoid sinking. C. Use the shoulder for emergency stopping only. Answer: A. Avoid pulling off the road. A soft shoulder sign indicates that the roadside is not firm, and drivers should avoid using it unless absolutely necessary. Question 53. How should a motorist react when they encounter livestock or wildlife on the roadway? A. Honk continuously to scare them off. B. Speed up to pass before they move. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. Answer: C. Slow down and proceed with caution. When encountering livestock or wildlife, slow down and pass carefully to avoid a collision. Question 54. When is it required to use your vehicle's headlights during inclement weather? A. Only during heavy rain or snow. B. Whenever visibility is reduced. C. At all times, regardless of the weather. Answer: B. Whenever visibility is reduced. Headlights should be used during any inclement weather that reduces visibility. Question 55. What is the legal procedure for changing lanes in heavy traffic on a freeway? A. Signal and merge immediately. B. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, then merge when safe. C. Change lanes without signaling if it's urgent. Answer: B. Signal, check mirrors and blind spots, then merge when safe. Always signal and check mirrors and blind spots before changing lanes, even in heavy traffic. Question 56. How do you handle a situation with double solid yellow lines and you need to turn left? A. Wait for a break in the lines. B. You may turn left across the lines when safe. C. Left turns are not allowed. Answer: B. You may turn left across the lines when safe. Double solid yellow lines can be crossed for left turns into driveways, businesses, or other streets. Question 57. What should a driver be aware of when seeing a truck crossing sign? A. Be prepared for sudden stops. B. Increase speed to pass the area quickly. C. Ignore the sign as trucks have their own routes. Answer: A. Be prepared for sudden stops. A truck crossing sign indicates an area where trucks may be entering or crossing the road, so be prepared for potential stops or slow-moving trucks. Question 58. What are the rules regarding stopping for a school bus on a road with 3 or more lanes? A. Stop if the bus is on your side of the road. B. Stop only if you're directly behind the bus. C. No need to stop if the road has 3 or more lanes. Answer: A. Stop if the bus is on your side of the road. On a road with 3 or more lanes, stop for a school bus with flashing lights if it's on your side of the road. Question 59. How should you proceed when encountering a railroad crossing with mechanical gates and lights? A. Proceed if no train is in sight. B. Stop and wait for the gates to rise and lights to stop. C. Cross quickly before the gates lower. Answer: B. Stop and wait for the gates to rise and lights to stop. At a railroad crossing with gates and lights, stop and only proceed once the gates are up and lights have stopped flashing. Question 60. What is the proper response to an ice on bridge warning sign? A. Maintain your normal speed. B. Slow down and proceed with caution. C. Stop before the bridge and check for ice. Answer: B. Slow down and proceed with caution. Ice on bridge signs indicate that bridges may freeze before the rest of the road, so slow down and be cautious.